faculty member of Science Public School, Patna. Today I will deliver a speech on the topic understanding gender and their relationship. Gender is an important considerer in the development. It is a way of looking at how social, normal and power secretly important on the lives and opportunity available to different groups of men and women. Globally, more women than men live in property. Women are also less likely than men to receive basic education and to be opportunity to be political position. Nationality and international understanding than men and women, boys and girls. Expression, poverty, difficulty and face different varied in assessment, service, economic, research and political. Opportunity help to together intervention how to be learn gender. Difference between the gender are learned how modeling and passes from one generation to the next. Gender normals can and do change over time. Normal ethical ideas and practice such as about how to dress, speak and behave. Commonly, males are expected to be strong, powerful and contact and females are expected to be submissive, obey and attractive. Gender relationship, gender rules. Gender rules between women and men. Effective throughout the process of sociological in terms of power, standing, decided, making and device of labor within the householder and in the society of large. Gender rules, they are activity and duties see society of girls and boys in given society, family, culture and religion. Girls and boys learn their assembled rules and duties throughout their day-to-day introduction with their present educators, prayers and other people around them. Who to adopt the general use of he, his, she, her. Express the student should complete the word assigned to him, but he should be not be his test paper into paper airplanes. The student should complete the assignment but should not make test paper into paper airplane. Example, if a student comes late to class, he interpret the report of discussion. We whoever come late to class interrupt the example, if a student miss to successive opportunity, he will lose his standing opportunity. If you miss your successive opportunity, you will lose your standing opportunity. Example, when a student educators in emergency situation, he should immediately notify the school receipt upon learning about an emergency, a student should immediately notify the school distribution. General gap. This refers to singing of gender interrogative in a society, school, or family. This can be done by means of computing to determine which boys or girls are distribution, the other in the system of opportunity. General determine any discussion exclusive or distribution made on the basis of society. Construction, general rules and normal which present person from enjoying full human rights. Activity should be planned in a law that both boy and girl get equal opportunity to participate. Boys and girls should be integrated to join plan the school function and also equally participate in the SHAM education. School inclusive boys and girls mutual cooperation in the organization of school program. Students should understand that it is their joint responsibility to keep the school and surrounding clean. In the gender sentencing school, girls and boys are to express their face and coordinated with and outside school. The school community has a good link of theirs towards gender issues. The education applies gender education principle in the according process. Girls and boys education facility in the door and outdoor sports. The environment education girls and boys to bring out their full experimenting prevention in the subject. Pictures in the science and mathematics. General sensitivity physical faculties are available. Speech to toilet, water and sanitizer. Guidance and coordinator service and available. Education can be trained in the skills and necessary of general sensitivity trainings. This activity helps students to learn that gender normal and expectation introduction how males and females live their lives. Some gender normal are harmful and can stop females and males doing what they believe is right of them. Decolonization general normals help people to question the fairness of the rules and challenge whose participate that are unjust and harmful. General norms and expectations have to be strong in faculty on how males and females express life is can be very and negative. Understanding the approach is important to help students to understand the concept of gender and the way in which gender or inform norms the behavior and treatment of males and females. Students need to understand key words the concept. Students became aware of the way in which gender normals are learned from the world around them. Sincerely are used to help students to map their understanding of gender in relation to their life. Expression build opportunity about the capacity of people to change. Negative, negative norms builds protective process, society, social norms. Equality and equality. General equality, equal treatment or for women and men in law and police and equal access to resource and the society and large. Gender equity, fairness and justice in distribution of benefit and responsibilities between women and men. Male and female characters, men and women follow growth according to their biological traits. Main development of Horace's voice hair on their face and musical frame. Women can be birth to babies with men cannot. Male and female we are biological categories, well masculine and feminine are gender categories. What is the gender? According to World Health Organization WHO, gender refers to the rules, behavior, activity, and opportunity that society considers opportunity for girls and boys and women and men. Some example of gender characters. Women are expected to take care of family or domestic education and remain close to home. All men the expect to work and earn money for the female. Gender relationship and status in the household. Gender relationship is upheld by both informed that informal instruction are usually referred to as long-accepting codes of conduct, norms, traditional that contribute to gender adequately in the sphere of life. Basica it at 2009 cited in Junis it all 2010 P10 formal instruction economic, political, legal and social indicate political system and labor market. These two shapes interact with local culture to department behind outcome social instruction that have been identified as particularly negative for women and girls induct this discriminatory family codes some basis physical instruction immunity refers the right and cultural on women movement and other liability joined in all 2010. Formal instruction can have both indirect and immediate negative imperative of women. For example, a way such as share which respectively state that a man's and woman's witness are of different value have introduced discriminatory effect of police with required land talents and responding for recognized agriculture credit many had the understand effect of exploiting women because land womanship is generally according among male family member along with the policemen of two named house husband and wife and land titles could help to address his problems. Gender relationship, how the life, gender dynamic and relationship change the course of the life circle. Studies in household is after different by age marriage. Number of children, disability, economic, resource and education leave attain girls introducing athletics girls after have and lovers starts in the husbandhold especially in society where families need to pay down and where he how are sent to live with the husband family upon marriage. Recent research has identified girls and particularly valuation and successability to gender based discrimination including sexually voice forces and early marriage, dropping out of school, and risk of it during children's early marriage. And early pregnancy can be adverse affected on girls' health and may inhibit their ability to take advice of education and job. Daughters-in-law and undermarried women are also considered to have low status in some culture as they are seen as outside or outside on the family widows and marriage. Women who have been absent by their husband may also face status and fakes to starts. Families after choose to invest in boys the future earnings and character of the family. These boys to grow up having higher status in the household than girls and better income. Generalizing opportunity will start generally including according to age for both men and women. In instruction discussion for men, the enforcement of the determined gender normals. Gender normals are present in all culture and society. Gender practice are passes down through culture and introduction and instruction and everyday practice. Not or general normal the harmful. Some general normals learn to explosion under quick understanding of validity. 2011 quality study by Mohan Joharo is Ubrada University. Girls from 14 schools it found that girls are valuation to fixing and equality with the school and feel they have to please boys. 2050 students by Mona University School Year Express of 30 girls in South Africa. Schools, the playing ground was known as key set of students present sexually violent. What is the gender? Sex is used to identify the biological or physical difference between the voice of men and women, easy beginning, warm, male or female. Gender is used for the difference that the created as a result of the social and cultural expression and normal about. That is means of we man or we woman. Education should be keep the following in mind. And use of general large determine their gender. Use large as a means to development a sense of mutual respect and dignity, cooperation, sharing and responsibility, educated activity and creative stimulation for girls and boys to express them freely and develop self-concept of the mutual trust. Gender norms are present in all culture and society. Gender present are passes down through culture and traditional and instruction of everyday practice. Not allowed gender normal are harmful. Some gender normal learns to expression understand statement or validity. 2011 quality study by Mohan Johari is Ardhana University. Girls from 14 schools he found that girls and valuation of and equality without the school and feel they have to please boys. 2015 a study by Mona University School Year expected 13 girls in South Africa. Playground naming as a key seat of a student perspective sexual values. General relation throughout the life cycle. General dynamic and relation change throughout the course of the life cycle. It starts in the household in after determined by age, marriage, number of children, disability, economic resource and education ever attainment girls including a university girls after early marriage, dropping out of school, and risk of death during children, early marriage, and earth danger can be above effect on girls' health and may inhibit their ability to take advantage of education and job opportunity. Doctors in law in undermarried women are also considered to have low status in some cultures. They are seen as outside or variant of the family windows, and married women who have been by their husband may also face statement of the law of status. Families after choose to invest in boys as the future. Earning at cares of families after choose invest in boys. This enable boys to grow up having higher starts in the husbandhood than girls and better economic generation opportunity will start generally increase according to age for both men and women in instruction disponibility for men. Gender relationship starting in the household. Gender relationships are upheld by both informal and formal instruction. Informal instruction are usefully fairness to as long as sitting code of conduct norms traditional that contributed to gender equality in all shapes of life. These two set interact with local culture to determine gender outcome social instruction that have been identified as particularly negative for women and girls introduct this determinedly family code son base. Physical instruction immediately resource right and equipment and cultural research on women movement and other liberty zones at 2010. Formal instruction can have both internet and limited negative impact on women. For example, laws such as share which especially state that men and women witness are of different value have a intended determined the effect apply which equality land title as procrastination for receiving credit may have the united effect of excluding women because lack womanship and generally conduct among male female member allowed to the placement of two named house husband and wife and it would help to address the problems. According to World Health Organization, general refer to the rules, behavior, activity, and opportunity that any society considers opportunity for girls and boys, women and men. Some expressed for general characters. Women are expected to take care of family of domestic duties to remain close to home. All the men are expected to work and earn money for the family. Male and important constituency in development. It is a way of looking at our social, normal and power. Instruction important of the need in opportunity available to different group of men and women. Globally, more women than men live in poverty. Women are also less likely than men to receive basic education and to be opportunity to apply position nationally and international opposition than men and women, boys and girls expression poverty different and face difficult variation in accession. Service, economic, resource and political opportunity help to target in intervention. How do we learn gender? Different between the gender are learned throughout modeling of opposition and passes from one generation to the next. Gender norms can and do change over time. Norms, instruction, ideas to positive such as about how to taste, speak and behave. Feminine males are expected to be strong, powerful and control and females and expect to be submissive, obedient and attractive. Gender relation and rules. Gender relation between women and men equity how the process of socialization in terms of power, sharing, decision, marketing and division of labor without the householder in the society at large. Gender, they are activity, duties, seen, secretive for girls and boys in given society family. Culture and relation, girls and boys learn the action, roles and duties how their day-to-day interaction with their parents, educators, peers and other people around them. Why the general use of he, she, her, his? Example. The student should complete the work assessment to him, but he should not make his test papers into prepare air plan. The student should complete the assignment but should not make test papers into paper air plan. Example, if a student comes late to class, the interpret the or discussion. Who comes late to class? Input the submitted you, yours when you are addressing your grader directly. Example, if a student misses two successive applications, he will lose his standing opportunity. If you miss two successive opportunities, you will lose your standing opportunity. Example, when he student, educators and emergency. Instruction, he should immediately notify the school receipt. Upon known about emergency, a student should immediately notification the school reception. General gap. This refers to qualificative scene of gender equality in a society. School or families can be done by males or conducting computer to determine which boys and girls are attending the other in the system of participation. General discrimination, any discrimination, exclusion or relation made on the basis of socially construction, general rule and normal which prevents a person from enjoying full human rights. We taking up activities in work education. Please take care. Activities should be planned in a way that both boys and girls get equal opportunity to participate. Boys and girls should be equal to jointly plan the school function and also equally participated in the sum. Educators should invite boys and girls mutual cooperation in organization of school program. Students should understand that it's their joint responsibility to keep the school and surrounding clean. In a gender setting, school girls and boys are to express the diversity and connectivity. The school community has a good lead of warmth towards gender issue. The education applies gender equality principle in the appointment process. Girls and boys quality principle in outdoor and outdoor sports. In the school environment, girls and boys to bring out their full academic potential and the subject, particularly in the science and mathematics. General science, physics faculty are available, spark, toilet, water and sanitizer. Goldens and consulting activity and available. This activity helps students to learn that general, normals and expectation information for males and females live their life. Some general normals are harmful and can stop females and males knowing what they believe is right for them. Recognize general normals help people to question the fairness of the rules and challenge those participate that are unjust and harmful. Gender normal and expectation have a strong influence on how males and females expresses life. This can be positive and negative. Understanding the approach, it is important to help students to understand the concept of gender and the way in which gender normal informs the behavior and treatment of the males and females. Students need to understand keyword and concept. Students became aware of the way in which gender norms are learned from the world around them. Surrounding are use of help students to map their understanding of gender. in the relationship to their life expresses build awareness about the capacity of people to change. Negative normals builds practice positive social normals. Equity and equity. Gender equity, equal treatment for women and men, laws and police, and equal access to resource and the society at large. Gender equity, fairness, and justice in distribute of definite and responsibility between women and men. Male and female characters, men and women follow growth according to their biological traits. Men develop a horse's voice hair on their face, a muscular frame. Women can give birth to boys whole, men cannot. Male and female are biological categories, health, masculine and feminine are gender categories. What is the gender? According to World Health Organization WHO, gender refers to the rules, behaviors, activities, actives and accommodations and any society consider applicable for girls and boys and women and men. Some example of gender characters: women are expected to take care of family, are domestic duties and remain close to home. All men are expected to work and earn money for their family. Gender relationship and started in the household. Gender relationships are upheld by both informal and formal instruction. Informal instruction are usually referred to as long asserting codes of conduct, normal, traditional that contribute to the general equality in all shapes of life. Brancisca et 2009, Critic in Joannes et al. 2010, P10, Formal Instruction, Economic, Political, Illness and Social in the Political System and Labor. Make it these two shapes integrate with local culture to determine gender. Out comes social instruction but have been identified as particular. Negative for women and girls include instituted family code, son-based, physical, instituted, limited resource, right and intimate and culture. This protection of women, movement and other beliefs joined at all 2010 formal. Institution can have both intended the understand negative impact on women. For example, law such as Sharia such specification state that a man's and a woman's witness are of different value, have an intended discrimination effect a Polish which required land cattle as a recognition for receiving agriculture educated may have the underrated effect of excluding women because land ownership is generally concepted among male family members, allowing for the placement of two males, a husband and wife on land title would help to address this problem. General relationship, how the life cycle. General dynamic and relationship change how the course of the life cycle. Start in the household is after determined by age, marriage, number of children, disability, economic, resource and education leave attend girls. Educating of after have the lowest start in the household, especially in the society where families need to pay dowry and where the daughter are seen to live with the house with the husband. Family upon marriage, recent research has identified girls are particularly valuable and susceptible to general based discrimination, instruction, sexual violation, forces, and early marriage, dropping out of school, and risk of death during children's early marriage and early pregnancy can have advantages of the girl's health and may inhibit their ability to take advances to education and job opportunity. Daughter-in-law in unmarried women are also considered to have law start in some cultures are there seen as outside burden on the family, widows and marriage. Women who have been by their husband may also face stigma and lack of status. Families after choose to invest in boys as the future earning and the caretakers of the family, these enable boys to grow up having higher start in the husbandhold. That girls and better income generation opportunity will started generally increase according to age for both men and women in instruction. This proportion for men. The influence of traditional general normals. General norms are present in all cultures and societies. General practices are the passes down through culture and traditional and instruction and very everyday practices. Not all gender normal are human. Some gender normal led to explosion under human Voluntary 2011. Quality study by Mahandujuni in Urzana University. Girls in from 14 schools. It found that girls are relation to recognition and involvement with the school and feel they have to please boys. 2015, a study by Mona University School Yard expressions of 30 girls in South Africa school. The playground was named as a key seat of student parented sexuality values. What is gender? Sex is used to identify the biological or physical difference between the boys of male and women, male of female. Gender used for the difference that are created as the result of the social and cultural expectation and normal about what it means to be a man or to be woman. A voice use of general language different their gender. Use language a means to develop a sense of mutual respect and dignity, cooperation, sharing and responsibility in club activity and create strategies for girls and boys to express their self-feeling and development self-confidence and mutual trust. Difference between the genders are learning how modeling and observe and passes from one generation to the next. General normal can and do change over the normal instruction ideas participate such as about how to dress, include and behave. Commonly, males are expected to be strong, powerful, and can control, and females are expected to be submissive, ability, and attractive. Gender normal are the present in all cultures and society. Gender participates are passes down how culture and traditional and instruction and everyday practice. Not all gender normal are harmful. Some gender normal are explanation, validity 2011 quality study by 2015 a study by Mona University School. Yes, expedition of 13 girls in South Africa. The playground was named as key state of student parents sexual relation. Gender dynamic and relationship change how the course of the life cycle. It started in the household after different age marriage. Number of children, disability, economic, resource and education need attains girls including ovulation girls after leave the lobes starts in the household. respectability in the society where family need to play ground and where the daughter are seen to live with the husband's family upon marriage. Recent. Recent has identified aggressive girls as participant, evolution and success to gender. This determines construction, sexual value, forces, and early marriage opponent out of school and risk of during children, early marriage and early pregnancy can advances effect on girls' health and may in with their ability to take advantage of the education and job. Daughters-in-law and unmarried women are also considered to have law started in some culture as they are seen as outside or violated on their family videos. And married women who have been by their husband may also face starting and lock of starts. Families after choose to invest in boys as the future and cares of the families. This enable boys to grow up having higher starts in the household. Then girls and better income generally opportunity will started generally includes according to age to both men and women increases possibility for men. General relationship started the household. General relationships are upheld by both informal and non-formal instruction. Informal instruction are usually referred to as long, lasting body of conduct, norms, traditional that contribute to gender equality in all stages of life. Banisha et al. 2009 created genes and et al. 2010 p formal instruction, economic, political, legal and social instruction, political system and labor. Market these two share instruction which local culture to determine gender outcome, social instruction that have been identified as particularly negative for women and girls instruction. This determine family codes, some base physical instruction, limited resource right and cultural relationship on women. Women and other liberative joins it 2010. Formal instruction can be both entered to united negative input to work. For example, laws such as shares which respectively state that men's and women's witness are of different value have in indirect discriminatory effect of police which required land title as a precondition for receiving created many have the effect excluding women because land ownership is generally conducted among male female member along from the placement of two names husband and wife on land title could help to address these problems. What is the gender? According to World Health Organization, gender refers to the rules, behavior, activities, and opportunity that any society considers appropriate for girls and boys and women and men. Some explain of gender charges. Women are expected to take care of family or domestic duties and remain close to home. All men are expected to work and earn money for family. Male and female characters, men and women, follow growth coordinated to their biological traits. Main development horses, voice, hair on their face, a masculine frame. Women can give birth to babies, hence men cannot. Male and female are biological categories, while masculine and feminine are gender categories. Gender equal treatment for women and men in law and police and equal access to resource and the society and large. Generally, equity, fairness and justice in distribute of benefit and responsibility between women and men. Understanding it is important to help students to understand the according of gender and the way in which gender normal informs the behavior and treatment of males and females. Students need to understand key words called concept. Students became aware of the way in which gender norms are learned from the world according them. Are used to help students to map their understanding of gender in relationship to their life experiences. Build optimism about the capacity of people of change. Negative norms with protecting positive social norms. This is activity help students to learn that gender norms and expression instruction how males and females live their lives. Some gender normal are human and can stop female and males doing what their belief is right for them. Recognition general normals help people to question the fairness of the rules and challenge those participated that are justice and human food. General normal and explanation have a strong information on who males and females expression like this can be positive or negative. difference between